Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Freaky Fast Broadcasting. Here tonight, we have the Underdog Racing League taking on the Phoenix Raceway. Some short track style racing here tonight on the Freaky Fast Broadcasting. Should be fun, and thank you all for tuning in as we get ready to head into this race here tonight for 110 laps for the Underdog Racing League Truck Series. We got to make sure to give a special shout out to the sponsors that let us make it happen here at Freaky Fast Broadcasting. So make sure you go check out ButtKicker and feel what you have been missing. Every game deserves a truly immersive experience. The ButtKicker Gamer 2 lets you feel every detail from subtle footsteps to the rumble of a V10 powered race car, from ambient environmental effects to the power of a nearby explosion. By moving a physical mass instead of only air, the Gamer 2 provides instant, accurate, powerful bass response, and it's all perfectly synced with every game with no additional software required. So make sure you go to buttkicker.com and check out what they have in store for you there, and you can feel what you have been missing. And remember, you can use Freaky Fast 20 to get 20% off on any purchase at buttkicker.com. Now let them know that we sent you there. You can also get 20% off, so it's a win-win on both sides here. So make sure you go check that out. And remember, that is Freaky with two E's. You can also check out our Facebook page here, Freaky Fast Broadcasting. We got a giveaway going on for a ButtKicker LFE, so you can go check that out and get yourself and win you some free cool stuff from ButtKicker, and then you can feel what you've been missing. So thank you to ButtKicker for sponsoring Freaky Fast Broadcasting, and let us put on this amazing show here for all the fans here at home as we're in qualifying here at the moment with the Underdog Racing League. Last week's winner of Ian Baker sitting on top of the board, followed by Jason Finsler in the second position, Kevin Orlando Jr. third, Dylan Walshman fourth, and Justin Stunnar fifth. So it's going to be a fantastic night. Remember, I'm Zach Hall up in the booth, and now we'll have Robert Moore up here in the booth calling the shots for me and running the cameras in the background. So he's going to be double tasking tonight. But Robert, what's on the Phoenix Raceway?
That is correct. Off the Phoenix we go here with the Underdog Racing League as they get ready and finish up qualifying here. Zach, how's everybody doing out there? Hope everybody's going to enjoy the stream tonight, enjoy the show, enjoy the racing, and be rooting on their favorite drivers out there. But man, oh man, Zach, this track is fun. Open dog leg. It's very, very tricky. I do believe the turn I think that bites me when I used to race this track was turn 3 and 4. I could get through 1 and 2 okay as long as I slowed that thing down to about 105 miles per hour, roughly somewhere around there. And then going through the dog leg, man, can really just upset the truck if you hit that merging back on to get into 3. So what do you think there, sir?
Yeah, this can be a tricky racetrack for sure. Is 1 and 2 completely different than 3 and 4? Like you said, 3 and 4, Robert, can be a trouble spot. How flat that corner is and long and wide, it can definitely be easy to over rotate those rear tires and lose that race truck. But I tell you what, it's definitely something we're going to have to pay attention to is coming out of 3 and 4, like you said. So interesting racetrack with two different sides of the racetrack to be different from each other. As we head to our race grid here, as qualifying has come to an end, you're going to see Ian Baker here start from the pole position here tonight, followed by Jason Finsler, who I have word he has a penalty, so he will be receiving an EOL to end of the longest line. Third is going to be Kevin Orlando Jr., Dylan Walterman in the fourth position, Justin Stunnard also receiving an EOL starting in the fifth position. Sixth is David Boel. Seventh, Trevor Earhart. He also receives a EOL for a penalty in the seventh position, so he'll be driving to the end of the line. Eighth is Sean Huffstutler. Ninth is Matt Jobe. 10th, Parker Johnston. 11th, Dennis Steele. 12th, Nick Alves. 13th is Jake Williams. 14th, Christopher Heights. 15th, Lance Durham. 16th, John Magner. 17th, James Loveland. 18th, Brett Somers. 19th, Carl Kooks. 20th, Scott Kerberg. And rounding out your field in the 21st position is Mike Alo Jr., as that is our 21 trucks here tonight for the Underdog Racing League as they head off of pit road and get ready to do some pace laps to begin tonight's event here for 110 laps here on Freaky Fast Broadcasting.
All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen, as they get ready to go down here under the pace lap. Getting ready to rock and roll in these trucks. It's going to be a fun race to see here what these guys can do here tonight. So As oh, okay. Looks like everybody got their penalty. So unfortunately, Jason, Trevin, they all have to.
Green flag,
Yeah,
green
gets the
flag.
rear fielder who's the green flag is out. And away is Ian Baker going to lead us to green. Like you said, multiple cars dropping to the back. That is Jason Finsler in the 5, the 33 of Justin Stunard, and the 25 of Trevor Earhart as they were serving penalties. We are coming out of turn 2 here with some side-by-side racing all around here. You know, this place here, Robert, at Phoenix, it can be tricky and dangerous too. You can see a lot of incidents at this first track because of the side-by-side racing in that short track.
Now, do you recommend going down in that dog leg? Do you like going down there?
It definitely it matters. Oh, we have our first caution of the evening here, coming off of 4, and like you said, 3 and 4 could be a tricky spot. It looks like Carl Kooks possibly in the 20 here is the car that brought out this caution here, coming off of 4. So we'll have to check out and see exactly what we can get here on our replay. Here is the replay shown. Here's the 20 of Carl Kooks coming off of 4. He's got that 5 of Jason Finsler behind him, but just loses the rear end on them cold tires and is around this time there, spinning around.
Oh, and he does get some damage. Now, they do got a fast repair, but that's not a good way to start out the race, though, here for that crew.
Yeah, Crackle Barrel is got a cracked barrel right now, so they're going to have to fix her up. They're good at fixing barrels, though, so hopefully Carl can get the Crackle Barrel team on that, and they can get it all back together.
Super glue.
Super glue is it's useful. I don't know how useful for race trucks though. We'll have to ask Larry Mack about that, but you know, we don't have his number, so we can't call him at the moment.
Well, look who popped in Facebook there, Zach.
Oh, David Everly. Hey man,
Yeah,
thanks for tuning in.
Sent me a message saying he's coming back to iRacing here very shortly.
Nice, good to have you back. Good to have you back. A lot of stuff still going good here, and glad to have you back in the community, man. But definitely a long time to talk to. But yeah, Robert, back to what you were saying about the trial or the apron back here. Man, it's such a tough spot because sometimes the truck can take it with the setup it has. It really depends on the setup. If your car can go over it very nicely, it's quicker. But if you have little bits of issues of stability through there, it's a very dangerous spot too.
Yeah.
So it's definitely somewhere you can use to set up a pass, I feel like, but it's not something that I probably use every lap.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll have to see what these guys do out there. As Baker right now is going to lead them down here on lap 5 of 110. First yellow of the race here. Excuse me. Just lost my voice there a second, Zach. This is why I don't talk.
It's easy to do, trust me. I'm surprised, with all the broadcasts I've been doing lately, I haven't lost my voice at some point. So keep our fingers crossed. My voice can stay pristine, which, I mean, it's never pristine, but, at least working conditions. So.
Oh, man.
Don't laugh at me, Robert.
I'm laughing.
This is what I deal with. This is what you hear. This is what I hear in my ear when you guys don't hear him, and just laughing at my commentary, just demeaning me behind my back.
I do not.
Gosh, man.
Oh my goodness. All right. Well, we are going back green here. That 88's going to lead us to the green flag, and green flag is out, ladies and gentlemen. Hang on. Let's see if we can get one lap under a green flag here, and see if these guys can get these tires heated up and get them planted to the track, and see what kind of battling we're going to have, because, oh, and you look, man, like you said, look at everybody just duck down to that dog leg. Wow.
Yeah, they're using it. That's definitely it's getting its ample test size right now. It's getting ready to tell us what the telltale sign is there for that. But once it gets spread out, that's what I want to see, if guys are doing it every lap, or if they're deciding to do it every couple laps. Says, oh, we do have some contact up front between Kevin Orlando Jr. and Dylan Walshman. Good job from the 46 not to spin that 27 through 1 and 2 there. He definitely got too hot and then made sure he got it wound up so he didn't cause any more issues. But yeah, this is a place where you can see incidences compile themselves until it gets spread out here, because the racing is so close side by side here in the early portion of the round.
Well, that too, and going down, I do know going down into turn 3, if you do not hit that going into turn 3 and 4 just right, you're gonna just plow towards the wall. So you really have to wait on the throttle, and you have to wait on the truck, you know, to make that turn. You can't be too throttle happy.
Yeah, being too throttle happy can make some mad rear tires. And mad rear tires do not bode well for the rest of the run, as you see from the onboard here with Dylan Walshman. You can see Sean Husteller there making the move for 4th on David Bowell and putting that 94 up to 4th position.
Got some battling going on back here.
That's so good.
We got Williams back here, moving himself up through the field here. He is running in 13th position. Started 13th position. Let's see where, wow, Jason is, he's already up to 9th, 10 laps into this. From starting in the back there, Zach.
Yeah, he's on a mission. He was pretty much the fastest car in practice. Didn't get the pole, but definitely the fastest car in practice. So that was good to see speed out of that 5 here. And I would not doubt to see him up in the lead at some point during this race.
33 of Justin, he's working his way back up through the field too, as you see him working up underneath. Who's he working up underneath there? Oh,
like
never mind.
28.
Okay, guys, my scoring's flipping around. I thought it was a 24. And okay, so it was a 20.
Was the 24.
Yeah,
no,
24 and a 28. Both of them.
Do we have a 28?
Oh.
They're the 1, but his car has 28. His custom numbers. Oh, okay.
Oh.
Whew, that threw me off. I was going to say, I see 28, but I was like, I don't see a 28 in my list here. And yeah, he's the 1 car actually that didn't steal them. So
Well,
that's just on our little 24 getting around him.
We'll have to do a Lee Tidwell. He'll be Mr. No Name.
Yeah. You, sir, have no name.
If Lee Tidwell was calling the race, he'd be like, that's Mr. No Name. Trying to follow people with no, you know, custom numbers, and it's not matching our data. So you'll see it over there on the ticker, like Zach said there. It's going to be number 1 if we do show the 28. So it's a little confusing.
Oh, it definitely can be confusing from the booth up here. So look ahead of Jason Finsler there. Looks like that was David Bowell and Matt Joe battling with David Bowell. And at 52, trying to hold on to that top 5, as it looks like Matt Job going to make that pass and get by here for that 5th position.
Here comes Jason. He's going to dive that thing down into turn 3 and 4 and see if he can try to clear that 52. And it looks like he does pretty easily there, Zach. And he's setting sail on that 89 athletics machine.
Doing a great job in that, you know. He's got Jason Finsler here now, who's made it to 6, trying to break into the top 5 after only 15 laps starting at the rear of this field. That is a feat and a half. And I tell you what, he's going to definitely, have Ian Baker up here with the 2nd lead, thinking, ooh, that 5's kind of charging through the field here now, already up to the top 5. So it's definitely, you know, one of those things that's interesting to see when someone has to start in the rear of the field that has a lot of speed. How fast can they transverse traffic? And he's doing it very quickly.
Well, he is matching lap times of Ian Baker, 28.5. So they're running identical lap times.
Yeah, no, it's lap times right now looking very similar all around the board. As you can see there, Finsler now at the 5th, directly behind Dylan Walterman and Sean Husteller, who's moved up to the 3rd position too. So 94, and he has 5 top 5s throughout this whole entire season. And that's tied for the top of the board with Jason Finsler, also 5 top 5s through these 7 starts.
Really nice start to the season for that crew there.
Oh, it definitely is. Oh, and I didn't even notice this. David Edwards out there saying, "Do we still run the league or are we just broadcasting?" Actually, Racing Freaks is no longer. That we used to run back in the day. I know that was what you were a part of. The Freaky Fast is what I mean, Robert. How long has this been going on? I mean, what,
Almost 3
2.5
years.
years,
Two
almost
and a
3
half,
years.
almost
Yeah,
3 years.
yeah. So that's been going on for a while. And I did have a league called WSSR, but it's taking a little hiatus right now. But no leagues right now. Just broadcasting.
I want to make sure I give a shout out here to this 15. Please, everybody. I don't know. Have you checked it out, Zach? Probably not. You need
Oh,
to
it
go-
is. It is. It's
You-
awesome.
Did you check it out?
Pitstoppicks.com.
Yeah,
Everybody else should go check it out too.
I agree. Everybody else needs to go check it out. It's a really, really good site that they got going on there. As we're looking at Mike at the beginning of the race, Zach, he started and then dropped back, and now he's working his way back up through the field. And I do believe we interviewed him last week, and that was his key of doing. He said he wanted to be in the back and work his way up through the field, and hopefully be where he needs to be by middle of the race to close to the end of the race up to the front.
Yeah, no, he's done a great job throughout this season to really, come from the back and patiently work his way up here into 74. So I would not be surprised to see him up here at some point contending. He's also got a 25 Trevor Earhart who is working his way up through also.
Oh, looks like he's got some rear end damage there on that truck, unfortunately, and he does. Right rear there, it looks like he got ran into there, Zach, somewhere along the line, and that's a pretty, man, it's even got the spoiler bent up.
Yeah, it's definitely not helpful, but it's not gonna hurt him too bad. That's definitely something you're not gonna fight too hard here at Phoenix Raceway, otherwise known as ISM Raceway. It's that damage is not terrible at all.
You would think it would be. You can see the hole right there for the deck lid is all the way to the spoiler. There's a big gap there. You're telling me the air's not getting down underneath that?
I don't believe it's modeled like that.
Well, that is okay.
Unfortunate. And I don't think there's no hole there necessarily. It's just bent up a little bit. So still making downforce. It's just maybe creating a little bit of drag. But like I said, here at a track like this, that's not a huge effect.
Look at this, ladies and gentlemen. Jason's already working his way up to second place at Kevin.
Orlando Jr. Yeah.
He's about ready to pass Kevin.
He's working the inside here, coming off of 4. But this is tough to put the power down. We'll have to see if he can make it work here. Just cannot get the power down there, like you see. But down to 1 and 2 here, getting to the inside, sliding on issue. These guys are fighting a looser race truck, and they're shifting too.
Oh, are they shifting?
Yeah, they definitely are. Shifting in 1 and 2 for at least.
I always shifted in 3 and 4. Oh no, he's shifting in. Whoa.
Yeah, in 3 too. Yeah, shifting both corners.
Wow, both. I never shifted going in 1.
Yeah, one can be a very useful shift there. It gets you help you get slowed down with that little bit tighter of a corner like that. And 3 and 4, you go a little bit slower just because how flat and how long and wide the corner is. That your center's corner speed is lower, so the RPM drops and you can get that. The biggest thing with all 4 is just putting the power down with that shifting. I'll have to listen here to.
The way he's shifting though in 3 and 4 there, he's basically downshifting and really quick back up shifting. So he's using the engine power to slow the truck down.
Oh yeah, no, that helps a lot.
Interesting.
Yeah, Ian Baker shifted in 3 and 4, but it doesn't look like he's doing it in 1 and 2. Ooh, but he's chasing that car off of the corner.
Listen here, right along with the leader. Yep, downshift. And, oh, that thing is loose coming out when he's upshifting coming out of turn 2 there, Zach.
Yeah. Very tough when you start shifting here.
And that has a lot to probably do with you just getting back on the gas too much and too much RPMs.
Yeah. No, exactly. Yeah, that lower gear, you're turning, the wheels are definitely turning harder. And I tell you what, right now, Finsler cutting into that lead big time. And we only have 7 to go here in the stage.
That's right. We're going to have a stage here on lap 35.
Yeah, 35.
Lap 35, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to have a stage, and then after that yellow, we will run this, hopefully, green flag to the end. We'll see if Ian can rack up some points there, and they do give points out for the top 10, so look back through the top 10 here, Zach, and we got Justin, Parker Johnson's running in 9th position. We got Matt up here running in 8th position. David here, he fell back to 7th position. James Loveland is all the way up in that 56, 13 spots of the start of tonight's race.
He's got some good pace up to 4th there. And also, Stunnar, remember, he had to start at the rear of the field in the 33 with his EOL, so he's up to 10th. So that's going to be good for him to be able to get some stage points. Yeah, and I tell you what, it's right now, what I'm seeing is the 88 Ian Baker definitely struggling with the rear tires at the moment. As he crossed the line, there were 4 to go in the stage. He'll be able to hold on to the end of the stage, but if we get a long run, a really good long run here during some point of this race, he's going to have some trouble with that 5, because that 5's looking a lot smoother right now.
Got a battle now here. James is going to be looking underneath that 27 of Kevin. They're going to be battling it side by side with 2 laps to go into the stage. Looks like he's going to be able to clear, and he does. He clears them.
Yeah, James leveling up to 3rd place now past Kevin Orlando Jr. Here comes Sean Hustetler. He's trying to follow suit and get himself up into the 4th position.
Yeah, these guys here are running identical lap times. These guys here in 2nd, 3rd, and 4th position here, so they're all over. So I think it's just going to be about saving tires, or who can save tires.
Yeah, no, saving tires is going to be very critical, because I can tell you what, right now, Finsler upwards of 2 to 3 tenths a lap faster, but just not going to have enough time, as they'll be coming by this time here for the white flag in stage number 1. Can Ian Baker hold on? He's definitely chasing that truck a lot up here, and it's going to actually be somewhat close between him and leader Jason, or the 5th place car, or the 2nd place car, Jason Felser.
Looking at Jason's lap times here as we're getting ready for a stage caution. At the end of this run here, Zach, he's still in the 28.9s.
Yeah, that was his first 29 flat right there, so he's looking good. He was 3 tenths still quicker than the leader. No caution yet, and here is the caution as stage 1 has come to an end, with your top 10 being Ian Baker winning stage number 1. Jason Finsler coming out with the 2nd position. 3rd is going to go to James Loveland. 4th is Kevin Orlando Jr. 5th, Sean Hustetler. 6th, Dylan Walterman. 7th, David Burwell. 8th, Matt Job. 9th, Parker Johnston. And 10th is Justin Stannard.
That rounds out your top 10 here for the first stage. Thank you, everybody out there on YouTube tuning in. Looking at the chat here. We got somebody rooting on the Baker. And we also got somebody rooting on... What number is he? 25. Jeez. You think by now I know the numbers. I do apologize.
Trevor Earhart, yeah. Oh, look at this on pit road here. We got a little racing.
Hey
Guys
guys,
got to the inside.
we're under yellow. We're racing down pit road. This is what these underdog guys do. They're just under the dog all the time.
Hey, I mean, he's under the dog, I guess you could say. And he's gonna get a good entry to the pits here too.
I just love the name of the league and really love the logo. It reminds me of that old cartoon. Man, what cartoon am I thinking of?
Before my time.
No, I don't think it was. Somebody out in chat knows. I know that. I'm just having a brain fart now.
Well, I'll tell you what, Jason Finsler won the race off pit road there by going to the inside of him on pit road.
Yeah, his pit time going from start to finish down pit lane was 49 flat to Baker's 50.2. And Finsler had a pit stop of a 14.7 to Baker's 14.8. So he beat him all the way around. Pit stop, pit lane, everything pits. He should go to Pit Stop Pickers and check it out.
That's right. You definitely should. Yeah, Brandon out there says Underdog? Is this what you're talking about? Underdog.
Yeah, that. Jeez, I know. See, this is why I don't talk. I want the cameras. We need to get Brandon back up here. Zach feels lost, Brandon.
Brandon, where are you?
All right, Zach. Well, here we go. Going back green here on lap 40.
Yes, sir.
Truck
Green,
is
green,
in.
green.
Green flag is out, and off we go. And wow, what a jump. We'll see if that 88 can keep up with that 5. Oh, and look at Kevin, man. He made a dive bomb in the turn 1 there.
Great move there by Kevin, trying to get to the inside of Ian Baker, but not able to make it work there as he holds on to third ahead of James Loveland. But see what the battle is like up front. You know, seeing Finsler, he came from all the way in the rear to second on that first stage. We'll have to see if he can continue to do that. And I tell you what, he had great pace to end the stage. That's what I'm going to be focused on.
Nick just hit the wall coming out of turn 4 there, ladies and gentlemen. Looks like he's got significant damage there now, Zach. And I think it's the truck just got pushed, got back on the gas, and it just pushed towards the wall. And once you get them front tires to start sliding, there is no way of stopping it. It's heading towards that wall.
Yeah, this is a tough track to stay out of something like that, too. It's just slick, flat, and grueling racetrack, I must say. As you see this great side-by-side race between the 24 and the 25.
He's going to take it down into turn 3. He's going to see if he can pass that 24 of Nick. And doesn't look like he's got him cleared just yet. Nick's going to fight back on the outside. And he's going to keep fighting him, going down across the start-finish line to go into turn 1. And I do believe he's going to be able to out-get braked here. And there you go. And he... 25 makes that pass, but now he opened up the door for the 29 of Williams there, Zach. Now he's looking to go on the inside.
Trying to work that inside lane to make it work, but just not able to get the drive through the center that he needs to get up in that 24. But I tell you what, keep doing that. You never know, you might get in the right position before you know it.
What's Monday and Tuesday got to do with it, Brandon? I'm asking about tonight, not Monday or Tuesday. I'm not the one that wants to hear your lovely voice. The fans want to hear your lovely voice. There, tell them, Zach. Back to the race.
The fans have demanded. Brandon Colley report to the booth.
Look at this, too, going down in the turn 1 and 2 there, Zach, man. That sun, you were talking about it last night. at Las Vegas, man, the sun's pretty bright here going in 1 and 2.
Yeah, you know, this track, I know from other races here before, that sun can set right there over that stand, and it gets worse. You can see how bright it is right here on this point. You can only imagine about an hour or two later, probably about 2-3 hours later, that sun's right over that line of that grandstand, and I tell you what, it totally blinds you. It's just like a solar flare. We got Brandon out there laughing at us. Wow.
Of course he is.
He's a big laugher. Looking at the 94 Sean Husteler. He's running the top 5 position. Remember I said 5 top 5s coming in tonight, so that would put him in his 6 top 5 and 7 starts. That's a great way to start the first 7 races, in my opinion.
And where's he at in points?
Second behind our race leader, Jason Finsler, who's the only other driver with 5 top 5s also. As I tell you what, Jason, he might have started at the rear of the field, but this truck's dominant right now.
So a lot of this has to do with the 94 of getting the top 5s like you were saying there, and you got Finsler getting the top 5s too, but Finsler's got more wins than that 94 does. So that's probably the difference in the points.
Yes, it is.
Wow.
Yes,
See, that's
94 yet to win yet. Jason Finsler's 1 win.
So 1 win makes a big difference. What's the gap in the points?
18-point gap.
18-point gap. All right.
It also matters what that other finish was, because we do have one finish where both the drivers finished outside the top 5 and top 10. So that finish could have a huge effect on
that and stage points too.
Stage points also. Yes, very correct.
Yeah, let's not forget about the stage points here. As we'll go back here and look at Parker Johnson here in that 48. Johnson's running the Johnson scheme. I wonder if he's a Jimmy Johnson fan. Maybe he's related to Jimmy Johnson.
No, but his last name's Johnston, not Johnson.
Oh, no, you take all the fun out of it.
Wow, this guy. Saying I take the fun out of it. Lie, everybody, okay? I am the funnest person in the Freaky Fast booth. I think Brandon could attest to that.
I don't have an answer to that.
He's speechless. He says, you know what? You guys don't think I'm funny? Last time you heard my jokes.
Back here and check on Lance. Back here, up 1 position, running in 14th position, having a pretty solid run right here for him right now. 52 laps in the books of 100 here with Underdog Racing League at Phoenix or ISM Raceway, depending on how you want to call it.
Oh, God. I'm sorry. I don't know if I scared you. I just hit my microphone accidentally in my hand. Woo. Just punched myself with my microphone. Not fun.
We heard it.
Yeah. Wow. Sorry. I was gonna respond to Brandon Colley out there in the chat saying, "Blinds you like a solar flare." The Chris DBZ reference from Zach. You know me, Brandon. I was thinking about Piccolo, and I felt like he was staying on top of the grandstand there. Only some people will get that reference, but yeah, that's fine. I tell you what, the lead it's turning out to be pretty big here this time. Ian Baker not getting away from the other guys either, so he was able to drive away from these the Kevin Orlando 27 to 56 of James Lovell and 94 Sean Husteller last run, but Jason Finsler has done the opposite and he's drove away from the field.
And now we'll see what that happens with Baker there in that 88 there. You know what was happening to him in the long run. That truck was getting loose and loose and loose for him. It started getting a little bit tail happy for him. So we'll see if the 27 and the 56 can maybe pounce, eventually on that as we get longer into the fuel run and the tire run here. But right now we got Kevin and James, they're going to be battling it side. Well, they were battling it side by side.
Yeah, side by side through 3 and 4, but not able to make that work. He's going to try to get another run off of 2. Oh, the 27 a little bit too low. He's going to cut that dog leg. It's dead even side by side as they enter 3. Using that dog leg to his advantage here. Can he roll the bottom of 3 and 4 and make this pass? Nosing ahead is the 56 of James Loveland, but just can't put the power down. The 27 fights back around the outside.
And a lot of that has to do exiting for everybody out there. You can get, whoa, we have a yellow, never mind. As we got Justin and David involved into a incident here on lap 56.
Yeah, it looks like David Boyle and Justice Thorne, like you said here, involved in this caution. We'll go back on the Freaky Fast replay here and see he's riding with Justice Thunard. See the 52 of David Dwell directly ahead of him. You're going to see him get into this outside wall, bounce off it. Nowhere for the 33 of Justice Thunard to go, and a heavy lick to the front end of both of those trucks. And that's going to be fast repair definitely needed for both those guys.
And the 52 there of David got pushy coming out of that turn 4 there, Zach. And I can't stress this enough. I feel that is the worst part of the track. Man, if you get back on that throttle too soon, you're heading towards that wall, and there ain't nothing you can do. You just start skating them front tires, and they just lose complete grip. They don't re-grip unless you literally get off the gas. Not a little, a lot.
Yeah, it's easy to get into the wall here, like I said, multiple times. This track is just, it kind of sneaks up on you. Yeah, you're going through 3 and 4, and you feel good, and then you notice where you're at right on the exit, and you're like, well, never mind. I am no longer good, and that blue wall comes up real quick. I don't know what it is about the blue wall, but it seems to hit harder.
Maybe we need to ask yeah, my goodness, Phoenix. Maybe they should paint that section of the wall there, Zach, yellow. So
yeah, see it better.
Yeah, I mean, that might help.
Or they got the nice blue on here, you know, the Freaky Fast colors. They could just put Freaky Fast logos all over the wall.
Yeah, Freaky Fast, and then out of turn 4, it could say Freaky Fast, keep turning.
I like it. We're going to contact iRacing after this broadcast here tonight. I think we got a sales pitch for him. Build up.
Oh, well. You let me know how that phone call goes.
All right. I will let everybody know on their next broadcast on Sunday. Tell them all about how we got a new deal.
Park.
Yeah, I don't know what he's talking about, so I just didn't even respond.
That's because we're in Avondale. This is where this track is.
What?
Ain't this track in Avondale?
I have no clue.
Yeah, Phoenix is in Avondale. I thought this is where this was, in Avondale.
I mean, it kind of makes sense, yeah.
Well, we can cheat real quick. I think. Or maybe not. No, we can't cheat. Never mind.
No cheating today.
No cheating today. I thought I had something I could pull up for that information, but apparently I deleted it out of my software by accident.
Oopsies.
Green, green, green.
All right, well, we're going back green here, and check this out. Kevin decided to, yeah, he did. He stayed out, Zach.
Yeah, you're lucky to stay out here.
Ooh.
Save a set of tires. Ian Baker trying to get by. Oh, that was a oof moment for sure, as 88 had to get way out of it to stay out of that 27.
Well, now we're going to see what new tires and old tires are compared. Now, I do believe he's going to get freight trained fast.
Oh, that's for sure. I mean, it helped that cool down of the tires that we see that were rejuvenating for a little bit, but still going to be a huge difference, and especially after a couple laps, he's going to start to fall like a rock in the 27, as you can see. 88, 56 already by. Here comes the 46 of Dylan Wolfman. Here's the 94 to 74 to 25. Just a bunch of hungry wolves ready to pounce.
Now, Do you think that was a good strategy call by the 20s? Hey, whoa. I do apologize, but
Ooh, yeah.
the
46
46,
Dylan Waltman.
yeah, he was sideways.
Oh, who's that back here? 91 Lance Durham. He drifts it through 1 and 2. He saves it though. And 91, but he's gonna be way off the pace here, losing a good bit of positions. But man, I tell you what, he was dead sideways. Definitely on the looser side here tonight in these trucks.
Oh, geez, and there's a 29.
Yeah.
Now, what changed in the track, Zach? Because our first run, we didn't see too much of that at the beginning of the run. We seen it towards the end of the run. Now these guys here are just, we're about 8 laps into this run, and they're sliding all over the place.
Yeah, you know, the track could be cooling off, could be speeding up a little bit, so a little bit more grip, a little more anxious driving out there, trying to get a little more, and overstepping that grip level can cause that to happen. But we did see it on lap 1 with the very first caution with those cold tires would spin. So that's really the only other case at it, but definitely even on the long runs, it looks a little bit loose too. So seems like you go through a loose tightening up to a loose in phase too. So definitely a interesting truck, let me tell you that much.
Well, it looks like the sun has set.
It has. The sun is falling, and it should still be over the grandstand, I believe. But have to see him come back here. Didn't exactly get a good look at his runner. We are riding on about board with the 25 of Trevor Earhart. This is what he'll see coming out of turn 4 here. You can see, I guess the sun has moved over too. So
yeah, it moved to the left. So, oh no, it's to the right.
Yeah.
It's just right there. So these guys are lucky. Yeah, it doesn't look like they're gonna have to deal with the sun blinding them here towards the end of the race. So that's one good thing, because the sun's just gonna fall down behind them grandstands over there.
Looks like Brandon, he said yes, Phoenix is in Avondale. So yeah, I don't know. It's I guess you could call it towns and stuff, you know. So I have no clue. Yeah, and the exit of 4 is a pain, like Brandon's saying on the chat. That's the pain corner for sure here at the Phoenix Raceway. As we're looking at these drivers do battle here through the first 69 laps here of this event. I tell you what, it's been very, very hardly contested here, and great battling all around this racetrack.
So we've got 29 to 21 back here battling. Going through the dog leg, taking it down into turn 3 and 4. The trucks all over each other right here. Got a 5-truck battle going on right now. Oh, who was that? That was Crackle Barrel cracking that barrel again there, Zach.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
Want to crack the ribs on the barrel one more time for the Crackle Barrel car. But like I said, they can fix barrels very well. So Carl Cook's going to get that worked on. But yeah, that 5-truck battle there was getting spicy with the 21 of Carl Christopher Heights, and multiple drivers involved in that. And now we got a battle for second here too, with the 88 Ian Baker having the 56 of James Loveland all over his rear end, and 56 continue to show good speed here.
Yeah, I'm very impressed right now watching this 56. Through the whole race, he's up 14 positions. He's looking very strong. Didn't qualify so well, but truck race pace, that Chevy is looking very, very stout out there right now.
Yeah, not the greatest qualifying pace. Makes me wonder if he made a mistake, because the practice pace was pretty decent. It was near the top 5, so it's right in ballpark there for him. So guessing just qualifying didn't go the way he wanted it there for the 56, and at the moment here, just doing it the good old-fashioned way and driving through the field from 17th to 3rd.
Well, that and maybe his crew chief put in the wrong setup, you know. You know, to fix setup.
True, yeah.
That's what it
Put
was.
in the wrong setup.
Put in the wrong setup.
That's what we'll go with. I think James is cool with that too. He's put in the wrong setup. That's why I ran slower. So look at this here. Brett Somers in the 7, directed by Dylan Waltzman, who had a huge slide here in the 9th position. He was running top 5, so I want to see if Dylan Waltzman can get back up there, or does he continue to keep falling back with that slide he had earlier.
Pay attention to see what he can do. Our Bristol winner put on a clinic there. Well, not a clinic. He put on a late break clinic, basically.
Yep. He was the closer of the night.
Yeah, he was. Really stout run for him, and love the paint scheme that he's running, that hot pink vehicle. Oh, as we got 7 just scraped that wall.
Yeah, 7 Brett Somers just definitely a little kissy from Lee, right?
That's Lee's gonna get you this Sunday, man. Taking all his words. I'm gonna let him know too.
Let him know. Ooh, battle for second. 56 to James Loveland. I think he makes the pass. Going down to 1 and 2. He does. Nice, clean move to get second done. Move that 56 to the second position from 17th to second. That's great to see. I mean, Jason Finsler, he had to start behind him because he had a EOL. So our front 2 just drove through the field here tonight.
Now, we all know, if you've been watching the past 5 weeks, even though they've been racing 6 weeks, we've been broadcasting for 5 weeks. Jason sometimes things don't work out towards the end of the race. Either misses pit road, something with pit road, or just something happens at the end of the race and he can't close the deal. So I just, if I was James, I would just keep your pace, do what you're doing, and just say to the racing gods, let Finchley just mess up for me.
Yeah, no, that's a great point you made there, Robert, because he has made a good deal of mistakes, because really just looking at it here from this season, he's led upwards of 238 laps through the 711 he's ran. So he's led a bunch of laps, but only 1 win to go with it, and that's at Darlington. So, led 70 laps at New Hampshire last week, finished second. Led 52 laps at Bristol, finished 13th. Led 45 laps to Darlington, did get the win. Led 22 laps to Texas, get second, and then led 44 laps at Lucas Oil Raceway to get third. So, yeah, very, very quick. And, we have a caution here on the racetrack as I'm looking at data.
Yeah, I was waiting for you to finish data for the fans out there, as we have Lance that was involved in that one. Good data report there, Zach. Good data report. I don't know how you know that crap, but good job, man. We're going to have Lance look like, he just gets clipped by the 27 of Kevin and sends him right into the wall. I think they're both going for the same real estate there. I call that a racing deal.
Yeah. For sure.
Unfortunately for him, but man, that is going to need, look at that thing just smoking, and he calls it to the pit stall, unfortunately. So he is now sitting in pit stall, waiting to get his tow done, then his requirement fix, and then his optional then requirement, right? Or is it requirement then optional? It's requirement
then optional.
Right,
yeah,
right. Because then after your requirement, you can roll if you want to.
Yes.
Yeah, so he's going to be sitting here for a while, unfortunately. He's going to probably go down multiple laps, unfortunately. But he can still have a chance. David is, what's David, 2 laps down?
Yes. No, one.
1 lap down. So he's falling. He's going to be 4, 5, 6. Yeah, it's going to be tough to try to get back up into the top 20 at least. Unless something happens to somebody else out here and he gets that thing fixed and gets out there and try to get some maximum points that he can.
I'm confused. Sorry, Robert. I got confused, but
About
Well, Brandon Colley, he just confuses me. He says who's letting who know what. He said he spaced out to go get some coffee. What's he talking about, Robert? Who's letting who know what?
I have no clue.
Thank you.
Chat is
I'm with the same
confusing
one.
us, ladies and gentlemen.
Confusing chat. Confusing chat. 8 tires are better than 4, but better you in the wall than me. Little hook shot there on the 91. Oh, you're talking about the last incident. Okay, yeah. Brandon, you got so much commentary in the chat. He's commentating from the chat now, Robert. He's a chat commentator.
Hey, he talked to himself. As long as you don't answer yourself, you're okay.
You're okay.
Or
Exactly.
argue with yourself, you're okay.
I argue with myself every single day when I wake up.
Well,
and
then you're not okay.
What?
Well, don't argue with yourself.
Even about like a piece of like something you shouldn't eat, like like
Okay.
like or like you really want it, but you're like, no, you're not allowed. That's arguing with yourself, right? I just made a good point, Robert. Didn't
Yeah.
I? He's like, I can't even answer back because you know what? He's right.
You're right. You're right.
But don't argue with yourself about nothing other than stuff like that. I guess.
I guess, yeah. On to another subject here as we're getting ready to see if anybody can do anything with Finchler here in that number 5 Toyota, as he's just been, just like you said, Zach, he's been fast, he's stout. The truck looks very stable and good for him. We'll see if Ian Baker here can have anything for him in 88, and if they're going to, they need to do it now.
Yeah, they really do. They gotta get something formulated here to beat this 5. Ever since he's got to the lead, and after stage 1 ended, he has been literally shot out of a cannon. And this 56 and this 88, they've been doing most of the battling here. So look, 56 of James Loveland trying to make it work on the bottom. Can't make it stick this time. Oh, cars wrecking the back. Looks like Nick Alves in the 24 might have been involved in that. Oh no, bringing out our 5th caution of the evening here.
It looked like somebody bounced off the wall.
Yeah, 3 wide. And I think the one of actually no, it's just some contact 3 wide. We'll see in the Freak Fast replay. Oh yeah, just the s'more closed on each other there. It just squeezed the marshmallow in the middle.
Yeah, unfortunately, the 1/28 bounced up onto the wall, came down. 7 was there, and then look at this, just nothing but a chain reaction. But if I can remember, I was going to ask you a question about Jason there getting out front then, Zach. Once we get everything set back up here for the fans, the guys here. Now, my question to you is, with Jason being out there in the clean air, how much are James and everybody else in the back here dealing with dirty air? Is it pretty significant here, especially at a track that's already pretty tight? Snappy tight,
this place, it's less significant than you would feel at a 1.5 miles or a mile. It definitely, you can feel it though. I have experienced a little bit of the push front end when you're close to somebody here, but this is going to be, it's going to be less aerodynamic here than most tracks, but this track still does have aerodynamics as a factor, of course, because you are going to pretty high speed still. So yeah, it does help to get out front, but once he's pulled away to like about a second or so lead, you got pretty clean air from there. So, and he continues to pull away. So it's just, I think that 5 truck's just really, really fast.
Right. So everybody else in the back is not. They're dealing with a little bit of dirty air. They gotta be.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Definitely dealing with a little bit. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's bad, but it's not terrible.
Okay.
It gets worse the higher speed you are. The more speed you put out there, then it's a handful when it comes to dealing with dirty air. As I believe right here will be going to 24 to go. pace light should go out on the truck this time. As we'll see if they do. Doesn't look like they are, so maybe 2 more times around still here at the Phoenix International Raceway. So looks like we'll have 22 to go most likely when we go back green, Robert. So not much time to get stuff done, but these drivers are going to have to try their best to get in position here for this Indy, because I tell you what, 22 laps here will click off pretty quickly.
That is true. All right. Hey, I want to say thank you for tuning in there, Justin Ray. Much appreciated there. Out there on Facebook. And everybody on YouTube. We haven't forgot about you. But Justin, talk to Brandon. He likes talking to himself.
Yeah, that's Justin Bowles there, Brandon Colley's friend. Yeah, Justin, I agree with you. He needs to stop backseat commentating and just get in the booth. If he's going to backseat commentate, he just needs to, say it on the mic. Don't type it, you keyboard warrior.
I like Justin. There you go, sir. Yeah. Oh, yeah, there you go. You tell him, man. You tell him. As pace car lights are out there, Zach.
Yep.
So we will be going back, like you said, with 22 to go. So again, if you're gonna do something, you gotta figure out how you're gonna do it now. And starting on the high line, I wouldn't want to start on the high line here. I think the low line is your preferred line. So we'll see. New tires. I think you're okay for what, a lap or two on the high side before, everything really starts shuffling out and that low line starts becoming the dominant line.
Yeah, holding somebody off up there is preferred outer groove, but the passing groove that you want to make passes is definitely on the bottom if you can make it work. As pace truck's going to pull in this time. We're going to have 22 laps here to go. Green flag back in the air. Jason Fitz are going to take us off and lead us down to turn 1. But definitely going to see if these tires, like you said, can make the outside work and go forward.
Ian's going to clear that 56 of James.
It's like Sean trying to get to the inside of that 94, not going to be able to do it. So it's going to single out to Jason Finsler, James Loveland, and Ian Baker at the moment. Your top 3, as Loveland has lost that second position to Baker. He's going to have to try to fight to get that back here in these final 21 laps.
Good run for Trevin there, too. Not 25. He's now up to 5th position there. And Mike up 15 positions. So these top 6 looking pretty stout right now.
Yeah, Trevor in the 25 has done an amazing job. With the EOL, you got Mike Aiello Jr. behind him. Remember, he started near 21st. So a lot of these drivers up here, other than Baker and Huffstutler, these are drivers that have drove through the field here and experienced passing and how to do it. So it's a good thing to learn here early, is how to pass and where to pass.
And where is the pass? Where do you think the best passing place is? Turn 3 or turn 1?
So I want to set somebody coming out of 4. Set somebody up. Let's get the run coming out of 4. Get to their inside, entering 1 and 2. And if you can clear before the exit 2, that would be amazing. But if you can't clear there, you want to make sure to get a decent enough run where you can stay side by side when they go down to 3. And see if you can just enter low enough to get clear of them and then slide up in front of them.
Use that dog leg like a slider, like you're driving dirt. Except you don't want to be on dirt and sliding that kind of way. Not in these trucks, but in that kind of racing, mentality.
You got battles going on throughout the field here, but I tell you what, second now heating up. Loveland going forward at second position on Ian Baker. Looks like he will make the pass down to 3 and 4. So 56 James Loveland up to second. Ian Baker, last week's winner, back to third.
I just think that truck there, after that first yellow, I heard somebody get into the wall, and that
I think it was Walterman.
Yeah, it was the 46. He's falling fast.
But he's got it back going. He smacked the inside wall coming out of 4, but he's got that thing kept going straight, but he's going to lose all his positions and drop all the way back to the 20th position.
Ouch. With 17 to go, that hurts. But what I was getting at, everybody and Zach, that 88 looked really good at the start of the race. He pulled out until that caution, and now you can see, look at that right there. And that's where I was going to get at. That truck just got ill on him as this race progressed longer and longer, and now he is just sliding that thing all over the place.
Yeah, he's not had the greatest day after the end of stage one. You know, stage one got the pole. As this race has progressed, just the track is not suited him. Look at that sun bearing down on these guys as they enter down turn one here.
I thought that sun would be behind the grandstands by now, but
yeah, I think what happened earlier is we had a cloud covering it. We had some cloud covers over top of it, so we lost it with the cloud covers. Look at this. Trevor Earhart putting pressure right now. You can see in that mirror. That 25 right there, directly behind this 88, trying to put pressure on Tim for a top four.
Well, and that sun beaming down on the turn 1 and 2 there. That right here is the hottest part of the track right now too, Zach. Most definitely. So you're slipping and sliding going through there, trying to find all the grip that you can. You got these guys downshifting going into that turn, which can really upset a truck if it's not stable. And you can just see Ian right now. I mean, he is wheeling that thing.
Yeah, he's trying to do everything he can here to get back by the 94 and hold off the 25 with Trevor Earhart. So this is for a top 3 position with 13 to go. This is them fighting for the best finish they possibly can. And I tell you what, you never know, something happens up here up front. You never know, it could be a second place finish. As Ian Baker going back to the inside in the 88, trying to make the run here on the 94. Sean Hustetler, as they come off of 4, he does make the pass here with 12 laps to go. Moves himself back to the 3rd position. As Trevor Earhart now trying to go to the inside of Sean Hustetler.
Whoa, Trevor almost had the inside of that pit wall.
You got to get close to it. You know, it sticks out so far there, but you got to get close to it and kind of risk it for the biscuit.
Well, he almost risked it and put butter over the biscuit.
Yeah, he just made the pass, too. What a pass there for Trevor Earhart to move himself out the 4th now. And Mike Aiello Jr. coming to the picture here. Sean Hustetler might have him as the issue next and could fall out of that top 5 and not get that 6th top 5 of the year for him.
Oh, very true, as he's going to take it down to the dog leg here. He's going to try to go on Trevor, but he's got a pretty far gap there for him to try to make up. And I really haven't seen no drivers out here tonight, and I guess it's just based down onto the setup, Zach. A lot of drivers, and it's the Kevin Harvick line that I like to call, but get that left tires underneath that yellow line in 3 and 4 helps de-wedge the truck. And if anybody doesn't understand out there what de-wedging means, maybe Zach can explain that a little bit more.
Yeah, so pretty much what you're doing there is you're getting that left side tire platform on that flatter surface. So in circumstances, you are changing the way the car is, you know, set on the racetrack. By doing that, you're putting a little more pressure on that right rear spring. You know, when you get the left front bound up, it's going to cross over the car, across instead of, you know, side just straight backwards. It's going to actually cross to that right rear from the left front. That preload almost you get of weight by getting on that flat. So cross over to that right rear tire on that right rear spring, make that right rear spring compress to a stiffer point of its spring, and then that in turn is going to make you loosen.
Right.
The stiffer the steering, the more the tires are going to slide around, more aerodynamic grip, less mechanical grip. So that's equal to loose. So it's going to help you turn a little bit there by get a little weight preloaded on that left front tire.
Right, and talking about that, Zach, and just adding maybe a little bit into it, energy's got to go somewhere. You got to shift energy, cross weight somewhere. Energy has to come out somewhere. It just can't stay at one spot, especially at going 100 and some miles per hour through the turn. So it's got to go somewhere.
Yeah, I mean, when we talk about race cars, especially with these types of chassis, what we call is crossweight. Your crossweight number is the amount of weight from the left front tire to the right rear tire. So it's measured in a percentage. The percentage goes higher. That means there's more weight on the left front tire, which in turn makes it tighter. then less weight on the right rear tire, which makes it tighter also. So it's across from the car. So your right front's going to deal with your left rear, and it's definitely interesting when you talk about all this stuff. But it's just how these cars work. The chassis are definitely interesting. They're very old, and that's something interesting when I think with the newer gen style cars come in here with stock car racing, we're gonna have a lot more options. I think some sway bars, some ARBs to use that are actually more modern, because most of the stuff in these cars are about from the 1950s, 1960s, really to this day still.
Very true, very true. Good point. That's a very good point out there as we got 5 to go, Zach. You know, they changed the body, of course, but they really have not did much difference with anything underneath the body. They still run the same kind of springs. You still got track bar. You still got wedge. You still got, I mean, they did that back in the 40s, you know what I mean, the 50s. So there's really no difference. It's just NASCAR tries to eliminate some of these teams, or just teams in general, at a track of you can only go this far down. The truck can plan itself. What's the word I'm trying to say? When
Travel.
Travel, and your side skirts can't be touching the track. It's got to be so high. It's got to
static ride heights.
Ride heights. Thank you, sir. There. So yeah, I mean, next year when they come out these new vehicles and everything, I want to see with the new technology from the 50s to today. Oh my goodness gracious, what a difference of a world. You know what I mean? Where are we going to be and what are we going to see? I mean,
I think we're just going to be able to fine-tune our race cars a lot better. We're going to have a lot more tools at our adjustments and less weird stuff. There's a lot of weird things you can do with this chassis setup that we have currently that I don't think you'll get away with in the newer stuff. But
correct.
Tell you what, Jason Finsler, he's getting away with a lot here as he's taken the white flag here for the Underdog Racing League with 1 lap to go for the Phoenix Raceway. Can he make it back around and get his second win of the season? And I tell you what's cool to see here is second win of the season for him as the points leader. Not only that, but James Loveland in second, he has 2 wins, and Ian Baker in third has 2 wins. So this will join the trio of 2-time winners here this season as he exits off of turn 4 this time. Jason Finsler is going to be your race winner here tonight at the Phoenix Raceway for the Underdog Racing League. Oh, Trevor Earhart.
Oh, what happened to Trevor?
Looks like a major mistake coming off of 4. He's going to lose a spot to Sean Hustler. Instead of 4th, he's going to drop back to 5th. So still rebounded for 1, only lost 1 spot. That's not terrible after having to start tonight in Redfield.
No, but Sean, he's going to get his top 5 though, Zach.
He did.
He got his top 5.
Yes, he did.
Ain't that something?
6th of the season.
6 top 5s in 6 races. And
7.
7. So the streak keeps going. So the streak is 6 races now?
I believe.
Is it 6 races in a row?
I don't know if it's 6 races in a row. Let me tell you exactly. It's actually only 2 races. This will be his 3rd race in a row. He started off with, 4th race in a row in the top 5. He started off with 2 top 5s in a row, and then Daytona, he had a 19th place finish.
All right. Well,
actually, is this all messed up? I think. No, this will be his 3rd top 5 in a row. So 3rd top 5. He started off with 3 top 5s, and now he's got 3 top 5s again.
All right. So he's got a streak of 3. We'll see if he can keep that going next week.
Yeah, he will. Definitely.
All right. Well, we do much appreciate everybody tuning in. Hopefully everybody enjoyed the commentating out here tonight. But we will be right back as we got to get our top 3 for post-race interviews here with Underdog Racing League here at ISM Raceway here at Freaky Fast Broadcasting. So stay tuned and let's see how the race went for them gentlemen. We'll be right back.
All right, we are back here at Freaky Fast Broadcasting as we got our top 3 finishers here tonight from the Phoenix Raceway. Got our pole setter and third place finisher here at Ian Baker after winning stage 1. It's going to bring it home in the 3rd spot. Let's see what Ian has to say after coming home with another top 3 here for himself. Hey, Ian, it's Zach up in the booth, man. You got a copy? Hey, Ian, it's Zach up in the booth. You got a copy?
Gotcha.
Hey, buddy. Well, I'll tell you what, another great finish again for yourself tonight, finishing in 3rd. Sure, you probably would have wanted a little bit more there after getting the win last week, maybe going back to back here at Phoenix. Started from that pole position, won stage 1. Where did it go wrong for tonight, though, for you, buddy?
Run after the pit stop after stage 1. I killed the tires and had to just keep whatever I had there before the caution came out. So I mean that was all. I fell back to 3rd. Just couldn't recover.
Unfortunately, couldn't recover, but like you said, still a great finish for 3rd here tonight. So that's great to see you there for yourself. You know, we've seen a lot of guys shifting. You know, how did that come into factor here tonight? Did that change as the race went on, or did you find that out before?
In practice, I knew you was gonna have to shift probably later in the run. Shifting didn't really help early in the run. First, like 20 laps, you were just in 4th gear around the track, but maybe after that, probably help you turn through the center and get a good run off. So it's probably that's when I started to shift.
Well, that's great insight from you there, Ian. So thank you very much for that. Congrats on your 3rd place finish here tonight. Another great finish for yourself after the win last week in New Hampshire. So congrats on that. Anybody want to send a shout out to you before we let you go, buddy?
Yeah, I give a shout out to you guys for a great broadcast, and shout out to Justin for putting all this together.
All right, but you have a great night, and we will catch you next week at Auto Club. All right, that was Ian Baker, your winner. Or I don't know why I've been doing that in last week's. Your 3rd place finisher here tonight at the Underdog Racing League. Now we'll move on to second, James Loveland, as he's had another wonderful race for himself. See where he is at entering the points tonight. He was actually in the 4th position, getting his 5th top 5 of the season. Let's see what his thoughts are on getting another top 5 here during this long, grueling season. Hey, James, it's Zach up in the booth, man. You got a copy?
Yes, I do.
Hey, James, another great run for yourself tonight, man. The 56. Yeah, it looks like maybe had some issues there in qualifying because just starting 17th and just that definitely either a mistake or was that intended to start back there?
Oh, that was a mistake. I came off of turn 4. I was probably going to have maybe the pole for the race, and I tapped the wall with my rear corner and didn't allow the lap. So didn't intend on having that happen, but it still was a long race, and I had plenty of time to get up front.
Yeah, you know, definitely did a great job for yourself to continue to move yourself up there from that 17th position all the way to 2nd. You know, how tough was it? How tough was it out there past the night compared to other nights? And were you doing much shifting? Because we've seen a lot of guys out there shifting as that run went on.
I thought it was easier to pass, to be honest, compared to last week at New Hampshire. I felt like there was multiple lanes to pass. You know, if you had a faster car, you could pass in the high lane or the low lane. If you were on long runs, you could pass in the low lane. Yeah, and I was shifting probably after like on a 20 lap run. I was starting to shift down to 3rd to get a little extra speed.
Yeah, great insight there from yourself, James. We appreciate that. Definitely something we see a lot of drivers out there doing, definitely trying to find a little bit more speed out there on the racetrack. But another great finish here in 2nd after 2 wins this season, just coming up short on a 3rd one. I'm sure that one's coming very soon. But anybody want to shout to before we let you go and get prepared for Auto Club next week?
Yeah, just shout out to Underdog Racing League and Justin for setting this up. Really fun league, really fun guys to race with, and always have a great time every week. So.
Well, awesome, James. You have a great night, man, and congrats on 2nd.
You too.
All right, that was James Loveland, your 2nd place finisher here tonight. But now we got our points leader and our 2-time winner here this season, Jason Finsler, here to see what he has to say on winning at the Phoenix Raceway here tonight. Hey, Jason, it's Zach up in the booth, man. You got a copy? Hey, Jason, it's Zach up in the booth, man. You got a copy?
Yeah, 10-4, I got you. Got me?
Yeah, I got you this time, Jason. Well, man, great win here tonight. Second of the season. Came in here as the points leader. Also adding your 6 top 5 of these 7 weeks. So a great way to continue your season. But, man, that thing was dominant out here tonight after having to start in the rear of the field.
Yeah, I guess it was actually an uneventful race for me besides the penalty. So maybe we'll look at penalties for every race. I'll take an uneventful race. We had a good truck. The guys ran a good race and just tried to maintain a good pace throughout the race.
Oh, you definitely had the pace, my friend. Yeah, you were, like you said, an uneventful race. Like we've seen, 5. Like we were looking at your laps led this season, and you led a lot of laps this season, but it just seems like unfortunate little things that get you caught up in stuff and haven't been able to complete because it's there's probably at least 4 wins on the table here this season so far. But good to see you get your second one this week, but. 7 weeks in, how can you assess your season so far, and how do you feel going into the rest of the season here?
We've definitely had the speed. We've got some challenging tracks coming up. The dirt ones I have circled because I expect to struggle on those. So we'll just continue to try and maintain the speed that we've got and try and get results.
Well, that's definitely the key, my friend. So hopefully that plays out well for yourself as we hit Auto Club next week. But before we let you go and celebrate this victory and get ready for Auto Club next week, anybody want to send a shout out to, Jason?
Yeah, just Freaky Fast for doing the broadcast and Underdog Racing League. It's pretty cool to be able to come out here and do this every week. So I appreciate that. And all the competitors. They ran a good race tonight.
Awesome stuff, Jason. Well, man, congrats on the victory here tonight, and we will catch you next week at Auto Club.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Have a good one.
Yep. Yeah, we'll go into. All right, that was Jason Finsler, your race winner here tonight from the Phoenix Raceway. What a race it was here at the Underdog Race League for 110 laps from the back to the front for the number 5. But we'll go ahead and pull up your race results here and see where your favorite drivers finished. There you see Jason Finsler bringing home that victory. Second's going to go to James Loveland. Third is Ian Baker. Fourth position is going to be Sean Hustutler, 6.5 for him this season. Fifth is going to be Trevor Earhart after front to the back. 6th is going to be Mike Aiello Jr. 7th is Justin Stunard, another great recovery for him. 8th is going to be Matt Job. 9th is going to be Kevin Orlando Jr. 10th is Brett Somers. 11th, Parker Johnston. 12th, Jake Williams. 13th is the 24, Nick Alves. 14th, David Buell. 15th, Dennis Steele. 16th is going to be Christopher Heights. 17th, Carl Kooks. 18th, Scott Kerberg. 19th is John Magner. 20th, Dylan Walterman. And rounding our field in the 21st position is Lance Durham. That's tonight's race results. Well, what a race we've seen here tonight. Lots of ups and downs, a little bit of contact, bumping and banging. And tell you what, a great finish, though, down to the very end with a fast truck winning here tonight of Jason Finsler. Robert, what's your thoughts before we close it out here tonight?
Oh, well, beautiful out here on the West Coast. And tonight's race was nothing but at least a really great racing out there from all these drivers out there. So a little beating and banging, had a stage win there from Ian Baker. That's awesome that he did. And then unfortunately that truck just fell awful in there for him, Zach. And Finchler, man, he was just on rails here tonight again, and just tacks on more points, here. On his points lead here in the standings here with Underdog Racing League. But like everybody knows, we are heading next Wednesday with these guys to Auto Club. Now, that is going to be a whole different beast than what we've been seeing here on this West Coast swing that we've been here with a lot of the leagues that we broadcast. And Auto Club is going to be fun to see what these trucks can do out there. We seen that at on a Monday night. You can go back and watch that with Elite Racing League Truck Series. They were just at Auto Club, and you can see exactly what kind of race we're probably going to see out of these trucks with these guys. It's going to be nothing but knuckle-to-knuckle racing, beating and banging, and man, I don't know. It's going to be fun to see, and I don't know what you have to say, anything else there, Zach, but...
Yeah, no, just echo what you say. It's definitely gonna be a great scene here on Freaky Fast Broadcast. So make sure to tune in, and thank everybody for tuning in here tonight. It was a pleasure.
That's right. That's right. Thank you, Zach Hall, for joining me up in the booth here on a Wednesday night. Thank you, everybody out there on Facebook and YouTube, for tuning in and taking your time out of your evening to watch Underdog Racing League and your favorite drivers. And I would also like to say, if you did like this content tonight, help us get to 2,000 followers on Facebook. All you have to do is hit that bell button. It'll automatically give us a like and a follow on Facebook. If you are on YouTube, we're looking to try to get to 800 subscribers here very soon, hopefully. Hit that subscribe. If you're new to Freaky Fast, hit that like there on the video there on YouTube. And also, before I go, don't forget to check out Freaky Fast Broadcasting's on Facebook, as we do got a giveaway for a ButtKicker that has 15 days left to go. So if you have not entered, you know somebody that's sim racing or just plays games in general, please go enter and maybe have a chance to win one. And we do much appreciate it. And we're not asking for any subscriptions or any follows or anything like that, because the term of contracts on both sides. But just enter. It's free. All you got to do is sign up for Gleam, and off you go, which 99% of people have Gleam out there. But other than that, Zach, we're going to be packing our stuff up here and getting ready for Sunday night Adrenaline iRacing League as they take on Auto Club Speedway in the Gen 6 cars. At 6:30 Eastern is when we will go live, so make sure you tune in then. But until then, have a great Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and enjoy your weekend. But we want to say God bless everybody. We love yous all. Peace out.
Bye, everybody.